Hey
Hey
guys,
guys,
welcome back to another episode of
Enkindled
Enkindled Voices.
Voices.
My name is Maria,
And my name is Carmen.
and we are your host for the day. Yay, we made it to episode 2, and it didn't take us 7 years. That's the joke of the week amongst our friends, or at least our husbands. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support that you guys gave us on our first episode. I don't know about you, Carmen, but I've left that episode feeling on fire.
Yes, definitely. And then seeing all these reactions and views or even our friends kind of telling us like or sharing it or hearing it, listening to it, it was really sweet to see all
Yes,
of that.
super
I
sweet.
loved it.
And again, I think on the first episode we shared a little bit how something always happens to us when we record when we
Yeah.
record and we try to upload. And sure enough, it was that Sunday when we were trying to upload, and Carmen's computer kept freezing.
Yeah, it wasn't working, and the thing is, before when I was doing it, I was starting it, it was working fine, it was working perfectly, and then by the time we were about to actually um get everything together so it can be uploaded and everything, I even came to Maria's house. We were here, everything turned black, and it kept turning black, and I'm like, no, because it was working perfectly fine. So it's like things
Things
happen.
were happening, but we persevered and we
Yeah.
pushed through. I mean, even before that, we kind of waited to the last minute to edit the episode because it was like Thanksgiving week. We made sure enough
Yeah.
to pre-record it, but then life just got busy and we weren't sure we were going to be able to post it. But we went into it with the mentality of we don't care what time we post it, but it's going to get posted on the first day of Advent. And sure enough, we were at dinner and I just kept refreshing because we were trying to, if you follow us on Instagram, then you saw our story that we were being
Yeah.
hopeful and trying to have it uploaded before 5 p.m. But then my next goal became 7 p.m. And at 7:30, I believe that's when it went live.
Yeah, and even before since we were working here trying to get that situated, get it up and stuff, obviously the video needed a process to eventually be uploaded on YouTube. But then we had to go to mass. It was Sunday, so we were rushing, and Lupi Maria left it going
Yeah.
at her house, and we didn't know if it was
It's
going to
gonna
work or
work
not.
or not. Yeah.
And
But it
then,
did. It
yeah.
did. And it went up and yeah, we did it. We're now on episode 2. And I know I move a lot, so today my goal is to look at the camera more, but then I also, when you're talking to someone,
Yeah.
then you're used to talking to them on the face. So, as we said, we're not perfect, but hopefully you guys follow us along enough to where we start to improve our videos a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yes. So, welcome back to episode number 2, where we're going to talk a little bit about Advent,
Mhm.
also a little bit about Our Lady of Guadalupe, and we're going to do a new segment called How Well Do You Know Advent? So, yes, today is the day that it's going live is November 11th, and I was just telling Carmen, like, Advent goes by so fast.
Mhm.
We're already walking into week 2 of the 4 weeks, and my goal has been to slow down a little bit more, which is
Mhm.
so hard to do because our life is so busy. Um, we're still doing confirmation,
Yeah.
and um, confirmation takes a lot of our time and efforts. We love it, but it's so hard to do that when you have another job
Mm.
and then you still have a lot of birthdays amongst our friend groups, and then there's novenas that are coming up and everything. So at least during this first week,
Yeah.
that's been my struggle. I'm also sick, so sorry guys, if I sound a little bit sick. We do have our teas, we brought our heater, we brought our blankets to try to stay warm. So
No, yeah, definitely. I think something very similar. I think it's like almost the same that I've been trying to do during Advent. It's like the phrase be still. Like just be still. Not necessarily just freeze and stay like this, but more so like staying still, seeing what's around you, being in the moment, I feel that's what calls to me. Being in the moment, being surrounded by all these people, like Maria was saying, we've had a lot of birthdays amongst our friends during this first week of Advent, and a lot of things going on. And it's like sometimes when the world is going by so fast, busy, all these things, you're thinking about gifts. Like obviously Christmas, I love giving gifts. Like that's one of my main love. I love giving. And sometimes it becomes so overwhelming and stressful because you want to do so much that in the moment you're not being still. You're not being in the moment. You're not seeing what's going on around you. And I think those moments sometimes get lost if we're not there fully celebrating our loved ones, if we're not there fully hanging out with our friends, if we're not there fully even during mass. Like let's say we're thinking about other things and we're not just letting ourselves be still, right? Like waiting, like we have to, I don't know, just chill, take a moment, like even like doing something to help you throughout the day to like, okay, let me focus on the real reason this
The
is.
real reason for the
Yeah.
season.
And so like today I took out my Bible and in the morning I just started reading it. I'm like, let's see what happens. And yeah, I don't know. I was able to do not everything, but I was able to accomplish, I feel, so much more. I don't know.
You
It's
felt more centered. Did you
yeah.
land on a random Bible verse,
Well,
or did you choose a specific one?
I was looking like Bibles chapters for Advent.
Mhm.
So I came across like when the one where Jesus, well, not his cousin,
Saint
when
Elizabeth.
yeah, when they told her that she was gonna have a baby, and then how Zechariah is the dad
Oh my gosh,
of
I
John.
just listened to that to oh gosh, the rosary in a day, and then
Yeah,
they mentioned
yeah,
the name. Did you know that he went mute and
yes,
deaf the
yeah,
whole 9 months? I
yes,
did not know
yes.
that.
I think I learned that last year. Sorry, we're not like I don't know everything about the Bible,
Mhm.
but yeah, yeah, it was because he didn't
He didn't
fully believe
mhm,
or had
have that
that
trust.
trust, that faith that okay, my son might not be he's not gonna be the Messiah, but he's gonna help his
Raise the
cousin
uh
Jesus be who
who he was gonna pave the way,
there you
because
go.
if you watch The Chosen, I mean, okay, my goal next year, 2026,
Yeah.
is to read the Bible in a year. I attempted to do it, but I failed. But point is, uh through The Chosen, I've
Yeah.
actually been getting to know a little bit more of it. It's not like fully like accurate, because
Mm-hmm.
I think the way that they do it with the
There's
cast,
different
they
little
try to
things.
bring the
Yeah.
different denominations into it, but for the most part it is
It's
pretty
yeah.
pretty accurate. So then that's where it's like you see the cousin paving the way, and even the cousin is like, I don't know what my cousin, what Jesus
Yeah.
plan is, and there's like,
But I have to keep
but I have to
going.
keep going,
I need to do
exactly,
this.
and trusting.
Trusting. So yeah, before he was born, obviously, say Elizabeth, she was older, and so was her husband's. I think it's like I don't remember his name, or her husband, and she was older, and she wasn't able to have a baby, and then I'm pretty sure the angel told told Saint Elizabeth like well, they found out that they were gonna have a baby, and then basically the dad was like, what do you mean? She's older. How is she going to have a baby? And then as soon as Mary, Jesus' mom, also found out, they were like, wow, it's like it is meant to be. Like
It's happening,
it's
because
happening.
imagine, like, I mean, neither of us have kids, but when one of our friends has announces like their pregnancy, I'm like, oh my god, it's a baby. So then imagine you find out that your cousin is also having a baby, and then
Yeah.
especially Elizabeth, who struggled with infertility for many
Yes.
years, and then she feels it that it's happening. And I believe it like in the Bible it says, like, when Mary comes and speaks, and her baby was already
Yeah.
rejoicing in joy. So then I
Yeah.
think that just like confirmed it.
I'm like, that's so beautiful. It's so, yeah. So that's what I was reading today. That's the part in the Bible I was reading, and I'm like, oh, this is so beautiful. I love it.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. That was so distracting of me to
It's
drop down.
okay.
But yes, that is a good way to start the morning. I know.
Yeah.
This morning I had that thought to wake up and go to adoration because by my work there's a church,
Uh-huh.
and whenever I leave ahead of time, um I can make it to adoration at least for like 15 minutes. My goal is to make it to mass, but the mass is at 6:30 in the morning. So sometimes that's hard, but then I really strive to do it when it's like raining. Um I have only been able to do it once since I started that goal.
That's so
But
cute.
this morning I woke up late and I woke up feeling super tired. So
Yeah.
then I think that during this Advent, I've also been trying to listen to my body a little bit more and saying it's
Mhm.
okay to rest, because even as I was driving back home, I was thinking already like, Lord, I'm feeling so tired and trips are like my escape. But then I know that if at this point I were to say plan out a trip so that I could run away from my problems or just like let go, then that's also my struggles. I can't let go because then even when we are away, then I start to think, man, I have this thing pending at this job, and then
Yeah.
this other thing pending for ministry, and I have to get back to these parents, and I have to get back to things. So then even as I was driving, I was already starting to feel so overwhelmed. But then I stopped myself and I just started saying, Jesus, I trust in you. Jesus, I trust in you. And like focusing on my breathing and just again reminding me that full surrender and to surrender my problems, because de que me sirve to like carry all that burden if at the end of the day like I know Jesus is gonna have my back. And like you said this morning, you started your morning off with prayer and it all worked out. It
Yeah.
always works out.
And I think sometimes that's the hardest part, like giving your trust, your full trust. It's like I think easy to say, but like giving your full trust and like his timing, his
Mm-hmm.
will, his he knows it's his perfect timing, and we're over here trying to do this or that, and then at the end of the day it's like, okay, like maybe this is meant to be like this because
Mm-hmm.
that's what God wants from us. And it's hard. It's
And we are, after all, in the season of waiting. So it's just that. And a lot of quotes have been coming up on my Instagram feed where it talks a lot about like mental health and a lot of rest and stuff. So I
yeah.
think like sometimes as women, it's hard to say no to things. So I
Mhm.
have been practicing that, saying no. I haven't done it, but I still keep committing to things, but it is more present in my mind.
Yeah.
Like going into 2026, that's gonna be some of my goals, like prioritizing my health, and because when you do that, then it comes. I think everything just kind of flows along the way,
Mhm.
like your mental health, your spirituality too.
Yeah.
So one thing that I like to think of is like treat your body. Your body is like the temple of the Holy Spirit. Um,
Mhm.
and sometimes we don't reflect that. So, yeah, there's
Yeah.
lots of things to think about and reflect for 2026. But we are on the second week of Advent,
Yeah.
so let's dive in to one of our sections. So it's called, we're calling it oh, how well do you know your Advent? So we're gonna do some true or false questions.
Yes.
I'll start off with one, and then we could go back and forth like that.
Yeah.
Okay? So mine are a little bit easy. I didn't. Carmen doesn't know what my questions are, and I don't know what her questions to me will be. So we'll see how it goes. I hope I know this. So you guys can play along with us too. So, Carmen, this one's an easy one. True or false? Advent is all about preparing for Christmas.
False. No, true.
I
I
don't.
forgot.
Is it true or false?
No,
Lock
say it
in your
again. Say it
answers.
again. Say the question again.
Advent is all about preparing for Christmas.
I mean, tr- true in a sense. We are preparing for his coming, but and I think, well, Advent, well, it's preparing.
It says for
We're
Christmas is preparing. It's all about
I
preparing for Christmas.
think it's a trick question.
You have to lock one in. I feel like as you were trying to say it, I pictured like when you were younger and you would write the true or false, but you tried to trick the teacher.
Oh my goodness. In a sense, it's true, but then it's false. There's more to it.
Okay, so I'll give it to you. It is false, but why is it false? It is a trick question because like when you know a little bit more, then you're like, well, it is about Christmas, but what is the true meaning of Advent?
Waiting,
Waiting, and preparing your heart
preparing
for
yeah.
Jesus is coming. So yes,
Yeah, it's about Christ, Jesus, but it's not.
it's not about
It's not
Well, Christmas does spell Christ in it, so
Christmas.
Christmas.
Probably the question wanted to refer like Christmas, like in putting pretty lights and
Yes.
all the shopping and all of that, which the giving and the receiving and the going crazy, maybe. That's
Yes,
what
for
it was
sure. I
talking
think
about.
that's what it was
Okay.
referring to, like just Christmas in general.
'Cause I'm like, well, yeah, it's Christ. Like, it's
Yeah.
it's
No,
Jesus.
in this case, just keep
Okay.
it simple.
Yes.
Simple.
Okay. One of mine is true or false. If you forget to light the Advent candle on Sunday, you're required to start the whole season over.
Oh my goodness. I want to say that it's false. Yeah, because I mean, Advent at the end of the day, Advent is 4 weeks, and if you forget, then you just forgot. You just next week you have to turn on both candles regardless.
Yeah.
Like if you pay attention during mass, well, one's already lit up, and then they call the second family.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can't do restarting because there's a cutoff. It ends on
No.
December 25th.
Yeah, I think God knows us that we're sometimes forgetful, and it's
Mhm.
okay. It's
Yes.
just a human mistake. We forget. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, that was a tough one. Okay, next question for you, Carmen. The Advent wreath has 3 purple candles and 1 pink candle. True or false?
True.
Do you know the order for an extra point?
Purple, purple, pink, purple.
That's right.
And the white is Christmas.
It's Christmas, yeah. Some
There's a
people
white in
put
the
the
middle.
white one. We on ours, I don't think we have a candle in the middle, but we have like it's a picture. Well, it's
Like
like
the
one of
Holy
those
Family.
statues of the Holy Family. It's Saint Joseph, and
Mhm.
then Mary is riding a donkey.
Oh, yeah. That's beautiful. Okay. Your next question. True or false? You can't listen to Christmas music during Advent.
False?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's false. Basically, it just says your playlist is between you and Jesus. If you decide not to listen to crazy music during Advent, it's
It's
your
your
decision.
thing.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I could see why people would think that it's true, like because it's not Christmas until like Jesus is born. But I
Mhm.
feel like the music kind of helps prepare our hearts
Yeah,
for
for
it
sure.
and stuff. I mean, I know
The
like
type of music.
I know that at our house, my mom doesn't like to decorate for Christmas until like after Thanksgiving happens, or at least the day before Advent,
Mhm.
because she likes to stay with season. But I love how it looks once it's like fully decorated, and I
Yeah.
wish we did it sooner. But then again, that's the beauty of our church. Like Christmas does not end on December 25th; it goes
Yeah.
on all the way until January.
Yeah, which is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. Okay.
My
Right?
turn. Okay. So third question. The word, or true or false, the word Advent comes from a Latin word that means arrival or coming.
True.
That's correct. Yes, it comes from the Latin word adventus.
Oh, that's cool. Like adventure. I don't know.
Yeah. I wish I knew what adventus means. I should have looked it up, but I just
Our producer will get to. I'm just kidding. We don't have one
we
yet.
don't have a producer yet.
Anyway, okay.
But apply no,
Yeah.
imagine.
Okay, our next question. True or false? Advent calendars were invented to help kids count down to Christmas, but now adults use it for chocolate and skincare.
True or false?
Mm-hmm.
True?
Yeah. Basically, yeah.
I mean, I do think that Advent, it could definitely be taken up by like consumerism. It's so hard. I have to admit, I got my dog an Advent calendar
Yeah.
from Trader Joe's, so it has like the freeze dried chicken, on it. But yes, It's true. Why do they even call it Advent? Like, because they
I
could
don't
just
know.
call it a Christmas countdown or
I guess because
something.
they are technically counting down for Christmas. Maybe now they do it as in like I'm gonna get a little something and counting down to Christmas Day, like a little gift, a little something. But it's interesting why it is Advent. Maybe it did start as in, well, it did start as in like a countdown for us to remember maybe how many more days we're here, or I don't know. I'm just thinking the donkey going to.
That's crazy because I they walked for 20.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They or how long did they walk for?
I don't know, but
But
a
they
long
did walk.
time.
They walked a long
Because
time.
donkeys
And
aren't fast.
no, and even like thinking about it, because they walked
Yeah.
through the desert. Imagine how cold it was.
Yeah.
Right now it's like 50 degrees, 40 something degrees for us,
And we're
and
freezing.
you guys can't see it, but we stepped our game up this time. We got our blankets. We have our little heater, so. Imagine them walking through the desert with Mary pregnant. Oh heck no, poor gal. Like
And then Joseph walking.
was older too walking.
And who
Oh,
knows what kind of shoes they had.
that's right.
Like
That's
they
right.
didn't
Because
have
even
tennis
when we
shoes or
watched
Uggs.
the Chosen, they have their chanclas,
Yeah.
and they didn't have closed-toed shoes.
No.
Would they wear socks? Or socks
I don't know.
invented?
I don't know. And
Jeez.
then men wouldn't really wear. I don't think they wouldn't
no,
wear
they didn't
pants.
have pants.
They would wear their like dress.
Okay,
thing.
so this is like detouring from it, but I watched a video that said that did you know that the color purple back then they would make it with caracoles?
Like snails. Like,
Yeah. Like specific
Ow,
snails that were
ew.
around, and that's how they got the pigment for purple. And that's
like they would squish them.
yeah. I think that's what the video said. Yeah, it says that the color purple would come from caracoles, and that's why it was so
Royal.
expensive. And that's why it's the color for royal. Like only the rich could afford it.
Wow, that's
Crazy.
weird.
I said
That's crazy.
caracoles.
That's
The
nasty.
snails.
I hate caracoles.
Yeah, they're disgusting.
Ugh.
Well, but then if you think about it, there is a lot of snails in the winter. I'm sure it's not these snails that we get, but yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
The more you know.
Oh my gosh. I hope that it is snails, because if not,
Fact check us.
fact check us.
Don't, yeah. Okay. Are you next or me?
No, you.
Okay. True or false? The pink candle in the pink candle is called party candle.
False. I was laughing because my last question is also about the pink candle. So then I was like, do we have the same question?
It said on my thing it had said, but honestly it kinda is a
Party candle? So is it true?
because it's false.
Oh, okay.
But it kinda, because it's the Gaudete Sunday, it's a joyful break. It's a joy. Joy. It could be associated with partying, but it's not. It's not party
It's
candle.
not party candle. Okay. No. Okay, so then that kind of ties with my last question. True or false? The pink candle is lit or on the last Sunday of Advent.
False.
That's right. Do you know when it's lit?
The third Sunday?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Say it like you know it.
third
Carmen.
Sunday.
Don't doubt
I'm
yourself.
like, the last one is purple.
Yes. Oh my God.
And
Sorry, I
in
moved.
between there's the white one.
Yes, in between it's the white one. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, it was hard to read my question. The or looked like an on. Yes. Well, that completes our segment of how well do you know your Advent? Dun-dun. Did you guys guess all of them right, or did you know some of them wrong? I like that. I like that little segment.
Cute.
It's a cute one. Now that my body is warming up, if you guys hear me coughing, I'm so sorry.
Yay.
Okay.
It's okay.
Yes, and I have a cough drop. I'm sorry. I need to like numb myself.
Yeah.
So then, if you hear it, ASMR. No, I am so sorry.
Like, pray for Lupita so she could get better.
I know.
I feel like we've been getting sick on and off. I know I got sick.
After the retreat.
You got sick after the retreat. And I was, Eric, my husband, got sick. Super sick too. And then he got better. And I think you kind of got better. And then I got sick again. I think on Thanksgiving Day. And
That's
then
when
I got...
started
I got better, and then I got sick again on Monday.
Oh my gosh!
But now I feel better.
Oh, see, okay, so everyone got sick after the retreat. That's like the canon effect. And I got better, and then Jorge got sick after I did, and then I was laughing at me, and I laughed so hard that it made me like cough, and because I coughed so hard, and I was like tearing and everything. Then the next day, I just started with the cough a little bit, but it was just like
your throat
like a
feeling
cold.
a little funny.
And then after Thanksgiving, for Gabby's birthday, that's when I started getting like more sick in the morning, and then by the nighttime I was like done. And then Sunday night after dinner, that's when I got really sick, and I've just been really sick this week. And it's not like I feel super sick, but it's just like the cough is so bad. It just feels like my chest is gonna I'm gonna get a fractured rib or something. And it happens. It happened to one of our friends.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and also we've had all of our friends' birthdays, which we want to wish happy birthday to.
We're gonna wish
to all of our friends.
All of our friends.
Yeah. So far it's been
Gabby.
Happy birthday to Gabby.
Happy birthday, Gabby.
To Jorge, which is Maria's husband.
Happy birthday, Jorge. Today, the day that we're recording, it is our friends Jackie and Jocelyn's birthday. So if you guys are watching, happy birthday. We love you guys. You guys are the best. And if anybody else has a birthday in December, comment down below. We were hoping that our Carmen's sister-in-law, that she's giving birth soon, we were hoping that she would go into labor on the 1st or on the 5th, so that it could be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We'll see when the baby comes.
Yes, so pray for our friends also. And pray for our other friend who will be delivering her baby too.
Very soon.
Wow, December's getting full. So much to celebrate in December. So much to celebrate. Yes. Talking about
then it's going to be my mom's birthday.
Oh, yes. Her birthday's on the 12th?
The 17th.
Okay.
So very close to it too.
Very close. Do we have anyone else on December?
We might.
If you're a friend and your birthday's in December, we are so sorry.
I need to look at my phone. I have everyone's birthdays on my phone. Oh my god.
Yeah. But talking about celebrations, another big celebration that's coming up is Our Lady of Guadalupe. And for me, Our Lady of Guadalupe, I think our family, she's just like such, a beautiful, like, she's Mary, but she just holds like a big special place in our heart because of like so many like miracles that she has done for us. Legit miracles. I mean, not canonized or anything, but like with my dad's health and even my mom. So there's multiple stories that maybe we could bring them on to share it.
Yeah.
And so that we don't make this long. But Our Lady of Guadalupe, it's a special day that I just hold dear to you.
Yeah, me too. I love her. She's so beautiful and so she's beautiful.
I know. Before we started, we said, Our Lady of Guadalupe, what can we say about her? And we both just said, she's beautiful.
Yeah.
We were like, yeah, she just is. There's just, oh my gosh. We went for your birthday? Was it for your birthday when we went to watch that movie?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like how out on her mantle, there's music notes that I didn't know.
Yeah. It's such mysterious things, and even her image, it has so many different things that means the constellations mean something, and then like I guess one of her eye, there's something there too. It means something else. The way her ribbon is means so that she was pregnant. All the little things have so many symbols that mean something, which is so cool. I learned about it, I think, during a mass or something. They were talking about all the little symbols, or they had it like on the projector, and it kind of said things. But it's just she's amazing. It's beautiful, and it's gonna be her mañanita, her velada, right?
Yeah, they're doing the velada on the 11th.
The actual day.
On the actual day, the mañanitas are parish done.
Yeah.
But as you were talking about that, like of all the representations or like imagery that she has on it, it took me back to growing up. I don't know if they ever took her image to your house? Did they ever do that?
No, but to my aunts.
Yeah. So when we were growing up, my parents were in this ministry. I can't remember the name of the ministry, but they basically what they would do is throughout the whole year after Easter, they would start and they would take. We had a big, large image of Our Lady of Guadalupe, and we would drop it off to families' homes who would sign up on Mondays, and then we would pray the rosary with them, and then we would come the next Monday and pick her up and drop her off to the next family. So we would do that every Monday leading up to her feast day, and then those families would then get assigned a day of the novena, and then it was just like a thank you for hosting her throughout the year. So it unlocked that memory for me, like going there, because then you had a little booklet and we would have the canticos, and then we also had like the little explanations of what you could find. So just like as you were saying it, I was visualizing it. You need to start journaling so that I can remember these things.
All those things,
So we hope that wherever you guys are at, that you guys find a church or somewhere to go. That day is not a day of obligation, but I feel like there's so many people that show up. And I think just like, at least in our culture, she's very big. And just how she's done something for my family, I'm sure she's done many things for others. And it's just like a sign of gratitude for her.
Giving thanks, going to the mass and things, being with her for a little bit. She's always with us, but going out and going to her mass, going to her meningitis, go to mass.
Go to mass. Go to mass.
Yeah.
And we hope that you went to mass on December 8th.
Yeah.
Okay, welcome back to our next segment, which is Saint of the Day. So the Saint of the Day for Thursday, December 11th, my brain wanted to say November 11th, is Saint Damasus. Damasus?
Yes. So he was a pope from the year 366 to the year 384. He was also recognized for the role in fighting heresy and establishing the primacy of the Roman See. He also was the preserver of the tombs of martyrs, and he is considered patron of archaeologists,
Because he preserved them. So
yeah, it's really cool. And he also commissioned his secretary, Saint Jerome, to translate the Bible to Latin.
So we have shout out to his secretary, which then became a saint also, Saint Jerome, for translating the Bible, because if it wasn't for him, then the Bible would have not been translated. I mean, I'm sure it would have been translated, but not at that point.
Yeah, because that was early on.
Yeah.
The 366.
Is the Bible written originally in Hebrew?
I don't know.
This is
our friend Richard. You need to come to
our podcast
and let us know.
And let us know, because oh my gosh, when we say okay, so our faith is clearly very strong. We're very used to doing relational ministry. So if you're not familiar with relational ministry, we base it off a lot like on relationships, on building, on sharing about our individual experiences, and we do tie it in with the Bibles and teachings and stuff, but it's more of connecting with
our faith is in life,
in real life. Yes. And growing up, that was actually really hard because my parents are Dominican ladies, so they're very studious. They're very they can read. They read a lot even when they meet. I can't recall my memory. I have good memory, just not when it comes to remembering facts. Yep.
Or Bible verses and stuff like that. It's amazing to those that know.
Shout out to you all that know and that can remember Bible verses, because I can't. If I were to read it, I can't even remember good song lyrics anymore. I mean, I can, but it's so hard to remember them anymore. I need to sit down and write 50 for church or something. I don't know. Pray for us.
Yes, definitely.
Well, that concludes our episode. If this episode is a little bit lower energy, then just know we're here. We're showing up. We could have canceled. because we're sick, but we did it. We showed up.
Yes.
And I think that's, praise God, and I think that's the goal of the season. Perseverance. Taking it one step at a time. Not perfect, but we're striving to be saints. So we hope that you guys continue to walk along with us during this journey. If you're not subscribed yet, subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Instagram for more weekly updates. We'll be reposting some fire-ass reels. We don't make them, but we find them and we repost them. So follow us along on Instagram. They can find us at Enkindled Voices
On Instagram,
Facebook,
and
and hopefully very soon Spotify.
Oh yeah, and Spotify.
Should we make a TikTok? Okay, comment
That is-
on our YouTube page or even on Instagram. Should we make a TikTok? That's kind of okay. To finish on my anecdote, I started my own page too. So if you guys want to follow that, it's called @YourCatholicBestie. And I wasn't going to post about it, but I had to tell my friend. I was like, no, you know what? You inspired me with your stories, so I felt like I had to go live because like, why was I gonna keep it like a secret? And it's not perfect, but I've been trying to persevere, and I think that's when I was like all up in my face and everything. But follow us on it, so maybe we'll follow that same thing to go on TikTok. So maybe all the comments. Holy Spirit, give us courage. Yes, maybe that will be us in January. Yes, but also comment if there's something that you guys would like for us to discuss. Comment down below. Maybe next week we'll bring our first guest.
Yes.
We made it. Thank you guys so much for
Thank
watching
you.
and for sticking along to episode 2. And we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.